where are these songs? Like, you would imagine, like, you know, who was the person that had the thing that had the guitar that said, this guitar fights fascism or something like that? This machine fights fascism. There was a performer that had that.
That girl?
Right? And, like, you don't have anybody that's ready to, like, you don't have somebody. Michael Jordan said it in the 90s when his father got killed. Right? Like, oh, how come you don't take a stronger stand against gun violence? How come now, like, you have the floor? Well, Republicans buy Jordans too, is what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's true.
You're
only in it for money.
Have you seen a big name movie star or sports figure or like Arthur or
someone that hasn't been run out of Hollywood already?
No. Has come out and said, even backed any political person yet. You've heard nothing from anybody. If you think about
because it's a smart move. You never want to.
Bernie has some, because Bernie has like Cardi B. You know, like, and I'm not trying to say like they have followers. You know, Taylor Swift. But you know what I mean, like, not to say that they're.
But now with the election coming up, people should be saying, well, you know, by the way, you know, hey.
You know, make sure you're going out to vote in local elections. Make sure you're setting up for the bigger picture as far as national elections as well. But
it is what it is, right? We'll see. And such as hopefully Scranton will be turned around.
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We will. Now, what about the other topic?
I mean, there's a couple different topics that I wanted to talk about.
Sentence scissors.
Do you want to talk about sentence scissors, or do you want to leave that for next week?
No, well, first I want to say, right, that there's somebody in the chat room, right, that said, like, oh, when I take my kids shopping, and, like, you know, we're getting to the end, like, they got the list, like, I'm just, like, throwing it. Like, first off, as soon as my kid says, like, oh, Daddy, these smell like strawberries, these scissors, you got to take. Listen, there are certain times where you got to take that time. And
we're gonna see how these things smell, because I'm actually intrigued. I was thinking about actually going home and ordering the scented rulers made by the same company, because they sell scented rulers. So I'm actually thinking about buying some.
That's a good idea. Scented rulers, scented scissors.
Yeah.
Who green-lighted that shit? First off,
I think that this is something that the Russians are doing just to kind of eliminate. Like, I think that, you know what I'm saying? Because, like,
what, natural selection is going to take itself out, and then they're like,
going to take themselves out.
Like, well, listen,
real working chainsaw.
They were snorting Tide Pods. So, they'll definitely smell these
They'll
scissors.
do anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely smell these scissors, right?
Yes.
And then they probably have, like, if they really are buddies with Trump, they probably have the inside.
Scented rulers, right?
They're unavailable.
Oh, they're unavailable? I could get them on Amazon.
They're unavailable.
Well, and not sponsoring Amazon, by the way. I just said the name.
Amazon, not a sponsor.
Yes.
Yeah. But we do shop on Amazon, which is also awesome.
Oh, except for printed up pictures. What you can go to?
You can go to Staples, not a sponsor, but you can buy your posters. You can buy pictures. You can buy posters. You can buy all of your printing supplies at Staples, not a sponsor.
Really?
Is that what it is?
I got.
I'm going to find those scented scissors, too.
Yeah, they'll probably.
No. Scented scissors are not available, because when we started talking about the topics, I was actually trying to order some.
Oh, you couldn't find the scissors, but you can find scented rulers. Are you serious?
But I always, so my teachers always taught me, and I taught my child.
Where are we selling from Mundalock on Amazon? From Mundalock on Amazon.
Keeping them fresh.
Got to keep those berries fresh.
Fresh berries.
If you're an Amazon representative and you want to know what Amazon product would be in the top 5 right now, for Mundalock would definitely
top 3,
brother.
Top 3
products
in a world where berries are not fresh. We have from Mundalock, keeping them berries fresh.
Keeping those berries fresh.
You know, baby. No, but like, so I'm
telling you, lickable chainsaws will be a thing.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I can see the lumberjacks now.
Yeah, they'll be like
gasoline flavored.
You know what's gonna happen, right? It's like on.
Ooh, is that oak? Is that cherry wood?
On America's Got Talent next year, someone's gonna be juggling scented chainsaws. I don't smell gasoline at all.
Can you smell the vanilla, the vanilla extract on it?
I always taught my kid. Now this is. I know I'm dating myself now because I can also I can also tell people that I typed on a typewriter. This is the thing in technology people don't understand, because I told my wife that I learned how to type on a typewriter, and she says you're not that old. And then I felt even older than I actually am, because they said that I'm not that old, and I am.
On a typewriter.
Yes. Yeah. This thing at the end, right? This is a typewriter, just so for people out there that don't know. It's something that you would have keys, like a keyboard.
Like a keyboard on a laptop.
Yes. And it had an ink.
But with paper.
And if you messed up, you had to get whiteout. There was this thing called whiteout, and you had to dab the sheet.
Yeah.
But at the end of the typewriter sentence, you had to hit the thing back. Ding! You know what I mean? You had to work at it.
Yeah. And even earlier versions actually had the ding.
Yeah.
They actually had the bell.
And when we actually played Oregon Trail, we actually knew people that died of dysentery. There were still people around at that point.
That's
now
true.
they're not.
Not anymore.
But just to date myself, you know, I come from that time.
Yeah.
You
come from the time of scurvy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where everyone smelled like Post Malone.
Yes, exactly. Yes. They smelled like Post Malone, and they dressed like Kanye.
Yes. That's true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
But they taught me at a young age to always carry scissors pointed side down inside my fist.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you would ever smell them when I would normally cut paper and then put them back.
The handle
where
was
they were.
the handle scented. You have to smell the handle.
But like, if someone's if little Johnny's over in the corner, little Johnny's over in the corner sniffing the scissors, then we need to have a parent-teacher conference.
Yeah.
Like, we need to have this conversation. Like, if my kid's the scissor sniffer, I want to know about it.
Yeah, if my kids are the paste eaters,
you
know, that you can let slide.
That sounds so
if you're the scissor sniffer.
That sounds so dirty.
That's it.
That sounds like it.
That's what it is. That's where I draw the line.
Are you the scissor sniffer kid?
It's almost like Big Daddy when you realize, like, oh, so he's the smelly kid? Wait, I let him become the smelly kid? Wait, I let my kid become the scissor sniffer in class? Like, no.
Oh my God.
Hashtag scissor sniffer.
Yeah, hashtag scissor sniffer.
Could you imagine the person that goes, oh, I got my kid scented scissors? Great. Check it out. Look it.
Oh, Smensel's, yeah.
Just take this knife, jab it into the outlet, and tell me if power comes out. There's electricity behind these walls, too. If you don't believe me, figure it out.
There's even when they came out with the scented markers, they did way beyond scented markers, and they went into food-flavored markers. I don't know if you remember them. People chewed the crap out of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you can get ink poisoning and die.
Yeah.
Ink poisoning and die if you were chewing on the scented flavored markers.
You know what else though is okay? So Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Right. So the people in Russia know, like, listen, like, they're not playing around.
I like how you went from one total like
but this is what
to
I
the
mean.
next.
Like, this isn't gonna happen in Russia.
The spectrums are there.
They already know, like, oh, like, listen, like, we're not gonna chew on Tide Pods. Like, Great Emperor told us about this. Like, we haven't done that to us.
Great Vladimir Putin has told us not to eat Tide Pods.
You know what I mean? Like, you think Putin's like this? People eat Tide Pods and snort condoms? No. Tony and Sparky got a video snorting a condom. We're like, all right, listen, they live here. I need you to get them. I need you to get their computer and their camera. There is no more freedom. Bring them over.
Yeah.
Like, all those people are snorting Tide Pods in the corner in a cell somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you guys want to chew Tide Pods? Come on, I got a place you have all the Tide Pods. Because that's all I'm going to feed you is Tide Pods until you die. You know, like, it's evolution at that point.
That's too funny.
Am I wrong, though?
You're right.
Saying, like,
you are right.
You have your freedoms, you know what I mean? Until they decide that you don't have them anymore, then we just snag them from you.
I actually just shared there's a Canadian comedian he's on my timeline, and he goes, man, did you ever notice how Canadian food is so different from American food? He's like, I went down there and they have 4 types of Captain Crunch. And he's like, yeah, 4 types of, he's like, we got the regular Captain and he doesn't even have a rank. And they have 4, count them, 4 Captain Crunches. He's like, Captain Crunch, peanut butter Captain Crunch, Crunch berries with Captain Crunch. And then they said, oh, we'll trick everybody and say, oh, oops, no Captain Crunch, only Crunch berries.
Only berries.
Only berries.
But around the holidays now, Captain Crunch has a holiday one now.
Brother.
So the holidays, they do different Captain.
I'm just saying that it's good to be an American, man. It is good to be an American.
I am longing to go back to the days where I have cows and chickens in the backyard. Like, I just want to go back to, like listen, I'll even give up indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
If we could just go back to an outhouse and just, like, just old times.
People growing their own food.
Like people are on Facebook, right, being disrespectful to people. If
Yeah.
they saw them in line at McDonald's, they would definitely not tell, Tiny Lester or whatever.
Sure.
Like, slap your girl. Like, you wouldn't
Yeah.
say that to him in real life.
Yeah.
So, like, let's get back to that time where, like, like, me and you have a problem. Like, all right, I'll meet you outside. Let's take 10 steps and whoever.
Let's musket it out.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I mean, literally, we're in a country now where, like, the rules are kind of like, oh, are you in this state? Then, okay, this is how we're going to do it. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Colorado? Go ahead and smoke your weed. But
Yeah.
as soon as you cross that border, you go over and
Yeah,
we're
you're
going to
good.
bang you out the box,
Yeah.
man. We're going to get these boys.
So you have a person that's standing at the state line going, jumps over the line and jumps back over fast so they can't get arrested.
What if I take my rip on the one line where it's legal and I blow it out on the state that isn't, but into the state that it is legal?
I think you're okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that, like, like they're
But it all depends which way the wind's traveling that day.
exactly.
That's true.
But like that's literally like what is.
But technically, you're carrying contraband over street lines.
Okay, this water tax, this rain tax. Everyone's upset about this rain tax. Well,
Ridiculous.
you want to know what they did back when they were upset? Like, they put tax on tea. Well, we went to a harbor dressed as Indians and
Dude.
dropped it. So why don't we
Everybody
go
took it on the chin.
dressed like Mexicans?
No.
Just no. Just like
No. See, everybody took it on the chin when they said, "Oh, hey, we should probably implement a new tax. Let's say for the rain tax."
Yeah.
And everybody took it on the chin, and they were like, "Oh man, what are we paying for now?" Nobody knows.
No.
Nobody knows. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're politically affiliated
I don't care if you
with
created
anybody.
it.
I don't care if you're the creator. Exactly. I don't care if you're the creator. You gave it to somebody. You said, let's do this. The city's going to make money. We're not going to tell anybody. We're not going to let anybody know. They're still going to pay the tax. And then, a year later, people are going to be like, well, what just happened? Well, dude, you already passed that. Your councilman already passed that. Your mayor already signed it into election. Like,
And we need to get a committee to figure out how we're going to do it.
Oh my God.
I'm going to pay you to explain to me how to charge these people to pay for you.
Dude, it's the same thing when they had paid firemen, when they paid the police department for their
The ones that were already retired?
the ones that were already retired.
Pensions.
They paid them out their pensions and then stole the money. Dude, they straight up stole the money from other programs to give them that money.
Yeah. Dude, and you want to know what? It could all be resolved if they legalized marijuana and just did it the right way recreationally.
It is what it is.
Like I would brilliant idea, right? Is I would make it so that every single city school, right, was ran on solar energy. So I would not.
Do you know why they won't do it though?
Because you can't go all green because
The city gets too much money from illegal marijuana, and they do. Yeah, and you're thinking, hey Tony.
Sorry, not the city.
No,
The judges.
Well, not only the city, but the government as a whole gets money. You're right. The government as a whole, regardless of where you are, gets money from illegal marijuana. And everybody's out there and they're thinking, maybe you're right. How do they get money from that? When they get locked up in the jail, judge gets paid money. 3 hots in a cot. You're all
in a jail that's
every
not
taxpayer.
private. That's private.
Every taxpayer is paying for that.
On a jail that's private.
You know how much they get for illegal aliens at the jail?
Oh, I know. Ridiculous.
$5,000 a pop.
Person.
$5,000 a pop.
And you get five family members in some situations.
Dude, you get 3 hots in a cot. You get peanut butter, PB&J's, a banana or an apple, and a bag of chips.
You know what I love, right, dude? And no one ever noticed this, right? But they had the pictures on the inside, and they showed like all the people together, right? But did you notice how like So this is what I love about Trump, right? Is that, like,
Here we go.
he's not going to tell you that he's lying to you, but he is.
Yeah.
Because he takes the women and puts them in the male cell.
Yeah.
Right? Because